Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programmes, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Hello and welcome back to the Padded Cell Podcast, and we're on episode 11, right?
11.
Boss in it, legs 11. Oh my God, hear that whistle then, the non-whistle.
That was terrible.
Should we try that again? Legs 11. Oh, that's so shit. Can you do the whistle? I do legs 11, you do the whistle. Ready?
I'll have a go.
Okay, wet your lips.
Yeah.
So we're on episode legs 11. Wait, here's the reason why I brought you on the podcast. And for those who don't know what we're even talking about, it's a bingo calling thing, isn't it?
It is.
Legs 11.
Surely everyone knows that.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But
You'd
maybe
like
not.
to think so.
Maybe not. So you're back because our Nance is still off.
Yeah.
It's actually a mum's funeral today. So we're sending out lots of positive vibes and loves to our Nance. We're all behind you, kiddo.
We're thinking of you,
love you lots. And your seat will be kept warm for you when you're ready to come back.
Many, many farts.
No fart, please. I've got a little sensitive nose.
No, I've been good while I've been in here.
You have actually? Are you a farter?
Yeah.
Are you?
I've been very non-flatulent while I've been in here.
Non-flatulent. A-flatulent. I just made a new word. I see. I'm a bit fart shy. I don't do it in public. It's just not very ladylike.
When you get home, are you a windy bag?
If I'm on my own, fucking hell.
Did you let it fly?
Oh yeah. Me and the dog.
What about with Jim?
No, Jim. No, Jim always says he's had a fartectomy. He doesn't fart. He fucking well does, because I've heard him on the toilet, but it's off ground. It's off ground.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? How many minutes in are we, Calvin? We're like 2 minutes in, and we're straight on to flatulence.
We need like a cattle prod or something.
I know, No, he doesn't need a cattle prod. Don't do that shit, man. So you're back. Is it nice to be back?
It is, yeah.
In the hot seat?
I don't know how I keep finding myself here, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, don't get too comfy, because hopefully she will be back soon.
Nancy's back.
Yeah, because I quite like your company, so if she goes on holiday or whatever, will you come back?
I'll be the substitute, yeah.
I mean, obviously, today is like a bit of an interview, almost,
So is that what this is?
If you do well, then I'll have you back.
Okay. Right, best behaviour. Put me in.
You've not brought any, your fucking notes today?
No. The rules are ingrained. The rules are ingrained. So
we're flying out there. All you guys are loving us. And I'm loving chatting to you all. I know I keep saying it. But, surprise, I'm a chatty little motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm chatting with it all on all the socials. It's great. I've got some messages.
I can just imagine you sat on the couch with a dressing gown on, your leg folded over, just like that with your phone.
Yeah, totally.
Just replying to it. Jim, I've got another one here. She says she loves it.
Yeah. This also. See what he's calling me, Jim. Get on it.
Yeah, find him, Jim.
So, with that in mind, I'm going to just read out a message. It's one of the not so great ones.
Okay.
Now, I need to highlight that I'd say a good 98% are just dead nice messages. I don't mean kissing my arse, but just really nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm loving your podcast. It's breaking my day up on my journey to work and all that malarkey.
Yeah.
But occasionally, you just get a negative Nelly, don't you? And they're trying to be funny. And then you get to the end of it and you go, oh, you tried. Never mind. Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
I'm going to name this guy. He's called John Christopher on Facebook.
Hi, John.
Hiya, John. So this is in reply to the episode when we were talking about Scouse accents and we were translating certain words like sound and divvy and all that. Yeah. So John, in his wisdom, says, it ain't an accent. Scouse is a result of tiny brains, scientifically proven. This results in a speech impediment that often sounds like someone constantly trying to clear a pube out of their throats. I mean, to be honest, that actually did give me a little bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong. My ex spoke like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. I get what he's saying.
Yeah. Scouse is a type of food. The proper name for people from Liverpool is a word that she uses, divvy. I mean, that bit, you just lost me on that bit. But they're constantly trying to clear a pube out your throat. He's not wrong, really.
He peaked at pube there. He should have stopped there. He should have
stopped there, yeah. But it's not an accent, apparently. We've just got something stuck in our throats. So thanks for that little pearl of wisdom, John.
Does he want to come on and bring
maybe,
the scientific facts with him?
Yeah, and we can listen to his accent.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
We can critique that, yeah. And then we had some woman in Belize. Fucking Belize. I mean, honest to God, I read that and I went, oh, God, there's a lady listening to us in Belize.
Mrs. Worldwide over here.
I know. And Australia, loads of Australians love us. I'm just trying to find the thing. So basically, she said in her message that she let her mum listen to the podcast. And, I let my mum hear this, and the face she made was priceless. She was like, I think it was a kind of what the fuck face. So we're getting all sorts of these messages, so keep them coming. Guys and girls, on email, medic@thepaddedcellpodcast.co.uk, and all of our socials. Love chatting to you. And I will give you some mentions, not just when you give me a shit one like that. The nice ones, I'm going to mention some of the nice ones later.
Well, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on because we're on a time scale and I keep getting told off for whistling.
Yes.
And I'm not doing what I told you I was going to do. I'm so...
Oh, throwing a curveball at me?
I'm throwing a curveball. So normally we don't actually discuss what we're doing, but because Ryan's helping us out and standing in, I thought it'd only be the right thing to do to give you some forewarning.
Well, we give each other a little hint, don't we?
You haven't told me.
I know, yeah.
I've not got a clue what you're doing.
You tell me so I know not to do them bits. And
well, it's too late now, isn't it? You are not going to be doing what I'm doing, though, I guarantee.
Imagine it was, though.
If it was, then we'd know a lot about it.
Oh.
There you go. We could compare notes.
Super subject.
Exactly, but it's not. You're not going to be doing this. Okay. So let's fire at me. Would you,
probably not,
as a boy, clamber over up to 10,000 semi-naked men wearing just socks and a sumo cloth just to claim a sacred stick that's supposed to give you 1 year of good fortune and prosperity and fertility? So clamber over up to 10,000 semi-naked men to grab a stick.
Am I also semi-naked?
Yeah.
So we're all in the same boat, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, you're thinking about this long and hard. I'm quite impressed.
To be honest with you, the last couple of years that I've had, I could probably do with a bit of fortune. And if this stick's going to bring me a bit of fortune,
so you're up for it?
I'd give it hang on. All 10,000 of us going for this one stick?
Yeah.
I couldn't be asked.
There's actually 2 sticks, to be honest.
I couldn't be asked with that.
So I'm going to tell you a bit more about it, and then I'll ask you again at the end, because you can sign up for this thing.
Oh.
Yeah. And I know you like it a bit of a challenge and like to fundraise and stuff, so you could do a little bit of a fundraiser.
It's a bit like a Ninja Warrior sort of thing.
Sort of.
Takeshi's Castle.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you more now.
Tell.
So there's this festival, and it's called the Hidaka Matsuri in Japan. And this festival's been going for fucking donkey's years, up to 1,000, 1,200 years, but there's a certain area called Okayama. It's been going for just over 500 years there. So it's this sacred festival, and people from all over Japan just flood into this area to take part. It happens on the 3rd Saturday in February every year, so it's a bit chilly to be naked.
Yeah.
Bit.
Yeah.
A lot. And they all gather in this Buddhist temple. And they fight over this sacred stick. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the sacred stick and what exactly is involved. So the origins are a bit vague where this comes from, as a lot of these things are. They get a bit lost in translation, don't they?
Yeah.
And but they reckon that back in the day, over 500 years ago, to prevent plague and pestilence, these priests would throw paper talisman into crowds of people. And they said if you caught one, you'd be in for a year of good luck.
Got you.
And they believed them. Because it's a long time ago. We believed shit then that we don't believe now. So they're all diving for these talisman, but they soon realise that these are paper talisman and they rip.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people and the clothes might get in the way. So they decided to take off some clothes as well. I don't know where this
so they
happens
could
exactly.
Slip through and get
slippy slidey if they're sweaty and stuff. So they decided that they were going to strip off, but they replaced their paper talisman with wood. And then over time, they used this sacred bark off a sacred tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's become a much bigger thing now. So So they're chasing around good fortune, basically. Yeah. But also, as you know, the Japanese are very big on honour and pride. Yeah. Very, very big on it. And so to win this contest, you're known as like the ultimate lucky man. And there's a word, hang on. Fukiyo Toko.
Pardon?
Fukiyo Toko.
Fukiyo Toko?
Yeah. I think that's what it... That's how you say it.
Yeah.
But lucky man, just to make that easy.
That's a bit long-winded, isn't it?
Yeah. So because of this honour thing, this is why so many people are flooding from all over the world, really, who do this thing, especially around Japan, because they're big on honour.
Yeah.
Now, when I looked at the setup of this, it's obviously centred around this temple, but the whole area, what was it called again? Hang on a minute. It was called Okayama. Yeah. They set up like stands and stuff. It's a really big affair. It must cost them a fortune. Yeah. I couldn't find the cost of this setup, but literally it's huge, this thing.
And have you got to pay to go to this?
So I was looking at the cost and I couldn't actually find a cost for participants.
Right.
But you can spectate and you pay. And it can cost up to £28 per seat to go and watch this thing. So I think you do have to pay to participate.
So, yeah.
I looked at the application form and it asked you all sorts, but it didn't tell you how much it was. It was like lulling you in. It was giving you like, the big sales pitch. Mm-hmm. You've got to do this, you're going to be like honourable and all the rest of it, but it doesn't tell you how much it's going to cost you to be honourable.
Imagine if it was set here. You'd have some fella with a stand down the road selling fake sticks.
You would, totally. You totally would, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah, lad. Take that to the priest. That'll give you a year of good luck. Yeah. So there's a strict dress code for this fight because it's not a fight. They don't call it a fight.
Challenge.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Takeshi Castle type thing,
That's exactly what I'm imagining.
I mean, they're so enthusiastic when they do these things. Can you imagine? They're just going to be going nuts for this.
Yeah.
So there's strict dress code because obviously you don't want your clothes get in the way. It's got to be like a level playing field.
Yeah.
So they use these sumo style cloths and they're called mawashi. And these tabby socks, they're like special socks, and they've got to be purchased at the festival for around £5 to £6 each.
There you go.
This is like 10,000 guys who are going to be spending £5 to £6 on a sumo thing and socks.
They've got it right there, haven't they?
And you pay £5 to £6 to use the changing room as well. I mean, it's a bit dear, like, isn't it?
It's costly.
So if you're paying to get in as well, that's quite a deal do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you make your own luck. But, if you're falling on hard times, I suppose a few quid, it's not going to be...
as well, wouldn't it, if you get all the lads together?
Yeah, totally. So they also have dresses as well, so if you can't put your sumo thing on.
Yeah.
They have dresses.
Like a kimono.
Yeah. Sort of now, I have got some pictures. I'm going to get them up ready for us so we can have a little look at them in a sec. So there's other strict rules around this, not just what you can wear. You're not allowed to have tattoos. So you and me would be absolutely stuffed.
What else?
Well, I'm stuffed anyway because I've got a vagina. But you definitely couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm out, unfortunately.
Okay, and if you're found to have a tattoo, even if it's like hidden under your sumo cloth, and you win the stick, you're on it and you look for the years removed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they search you on the way in. So you've got to be changed into your socks and your undies before you actually walk in, so he can give you a little pat down, make sure you haven't got your contraband and there's no tattoos hidden there.
Yeah.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was like, why is this? The tattoo's illegal in Japan and they're not. But it's like tattoos are associated with like organised crime, like the Yakuza and all that.
Yeah.
So people walk around like we do with short sleeve tops on, no problem at all. But in some public spaces like swimming baths and that, some places are just not allowed.
I've seen that from like a few touristy TikToks and stuff like that people who've got tattoos like us have to wear like certain types of clothes,
long sleeves
when
and
they're
all
over
that.
There,
Now, because people have been trying to sneak in with tattoos, they were like, oh, do you know what? I've got like my elbows a bit fucked. I've got to wear a thing over it. What do you call it? A support.
Yeah, cast.
And actually,
thing,
what it's not. They're covering a tattoo.
Yeah.
And then because it's freezing, other people are like, oh yeah, my elbows, my shoulders, my knees, my ankles, I've got bad joints.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wear support. And actually they're not to keep themselves warm. They're trying to cheat.
Imagine me, I'd have to go in a full body cast.
Well, me too. There's not much of me that isn't tattoos.
Yeah.
So they're dead strict on that.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
You're not as honourable if you've got a tattoo and you do this thing. I don't know. It's
different cultures, isn't it?
It is a different culture, and I can see the association with the Yakuza and stuff.
Yeah.
I suppose they're just trying to keep it a bit low key, aren't they? All that sort of thing.
Yes.
So there's the tattoo thing, and the knee support thing, and all the rest of it. You're not allowed to wear jewellery. You can't have piercings, so couldn't have your nose pierced, no earrings. You can't wear glasses. So I'm like, Jesus, why? Anyway, they've said the risk of injury or death at the temple is quite high. And the temple take no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or death that occurs. I'm like, hang on a minute, you're facilitating the whole thing. How can you not take responsibility for death and injury when you're setting the whole thing up? It just doesn't make sense.
If they can get people to sign the waiver, though, it's...
Well, they do. You've got to. It actually says in the bottom of the application, we're not going to take any responsibility for death or injury, sign here. Basically, that's it, yeah. Now, the other thing is, just to add insult to injury, excuse the pun, all the participants are asked to write their name, emergency contact details, and their blood type on a piece of paper and secure it to their abdomen.
What?
So if you peg it, they'll know what your name is, who your emergency contact is, or if you have an accident, they know what blood type you are, so they can give you some blood.
Or if they're found at the bottom of the pile.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a little picture in a minute of the amount of people that are involved, and then I'll show you it now.
Because that's what 10,000 people's hard to fathom, isn't it?
It is. Now, this particular picture isn't the whole 10,000. It's basically a whole load of guys packed into the temple, and then there's lots around the outside.
God.
But you can sort of see why they've got to put this disclaimer up, because they're very up close and personal. Right? Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Well, it's the lucky stick, isn't it?
Those watching on YouTube can see this. It's like an arena, isn't it? And there's no space between them guys. They are literally nipple to nipple and dick to dick in there.
Wait to see where Steve Aoki is on the decks. That's what it looks like, isn't it?
Right, okay.
Just looks like a boiler room.
Am I really old? Who's that?
He's a DJ.
Oh, okay.
And I went with him because I thought...
That I might know him.
He's a well-known name, you might know him.
Because, I don't feel old enough already. You've just made me feel like an old granny.
Choppy. Cut that out.
What's his name?
Steve Aoki.
And does he do proper I can't even do that.
It looks like that is somewhere where he would play.
And they all go nuts. They wear sumo stuff though. That would be a different take, wouldn't it?
At that point, they probably have all the tops off.
Right, so I'm going to just enlarge the photo so you can see some of the facial expressions. Right, so it's a mix. There's some guy, honest to God, he's right in the middle of this thing surrounded by these naked men, and he's just like that. He's obviously he's the only one out the whole pack that's seen the camera.
Been before.
And he's like, Facebook.
Yeah.
Right, look at that. So the guy... with the areas there, see? There's one there. I think there's another one over there. Everybody else is just looking for the stick and he's looking for the camera.
He's just there for the profile picture, isn't he?
But they're dead close, aren't they?
Yeah, that's squashed in.
I looked at that and I went, I'm not great around, packed places.
Oh, yeah.
I get a little bit itchy. It's not a phobia or nothing. I think I'm just fuck off out my space, out my personal space.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do that. So this is why they're asking for your blood group and all the rest of it, because look how close they are.
Imagine someone fell over in that.
Oh, well, you'd be crushed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
You wouldn't help him up because he might get the stick.
Well, yeah. So we know about the blood type and everything else, but there's another rule. And I'm like, how do you enforce this rule?
Go on.
So it says that you're not allowed to fight. There's going to be elbows, mate. Isn't there? So you're that close, even if you don't mean to hit somebody. If you're like that, diving for the stick, you can punch somebody, you could elbow them or anything. But it says if you're caught fighting, you're out. But do you know what? The Japanese are so honourable. They would listen to that. Go along with that, and there'd be elbows down.
Yeah.
Then you've got some bloody fucking scouser who's over there doing it for charity, and he's elbowing everybody out the way, and then he's getting carted out
in the full body cast. Just like a starfish.
That's it, yeah. So the festivities start in the afternoon with with youths, boys. They have a naked boy thing, right?
Okay.
It doesn't go into the detail too much.
Yeah.
But they have a similar sort of thing, and basically it's supposed to fire them up to want to get involved in the adult contest when they're older. So that starts in the afternoon. That gets all the crowd going. Women are not allowed to take part in this, but they part of the beginning bit. So to fire up all the crowd, because it's a big, massive event.
Imagine, yeah.
They play these drums and you should hear them. I'd bring the YouTube up, but I've lost it. A big, massive drums, and the costumes are amazing. Yeah. And they're saying prayers for the guys because now we know there's a chance they could die.
Yeah.
So they say prayers. And all the guys like proceed then towards the temple down designated streets because they're semi-naked. They can't just swing the willy anywhere.
Yeah.
And then they all meet. Around 9 o'clock in this temple, the picture that you've just seen there. Now, they do take place around Japan in other places, so they don't all look like this. This is just this particular festival.
So they'll have a different one in a different place every year.
Yeah. This is one of the most popular ones.
Right.
So 9 o'clock, they're all in there, and apparently the atmosphere is like electric. So you've got to think about this. There's 10,000 guys. I mean, a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
They're all dead excited. They've been fired up by the drums and all that. Anticipation is going to be there, isn't it? So at 9:59, the lights go out. Now, in that area with all them people, the lights go out. There'd be a little moment of, oh shit, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
But no, apparently these go, wah! It all kicks off. And then at 10 o'clock, the priest dude up on the balcony, he throws 100 sticks into the crowd, followed closely by 2 of the sacred sticks.
Still in the dark, is this?
Yeah. Then they put the lights on, not full, and they all just go for it. And they're just looking everywhere. Now, sometimes people catch them in the air as they're getting thrown, but they don't know what stick they're getting. It could be a duffer or it could be the sacred one.
So they've got to scramble around the floor looking
everywhere,
for this
yeah. All over each other and everything. Oh, is that my little warning? Is that me 20 minutes over?
God, that went quick, that didn't
Jesus, okay, I'll be dead quick.
Yeah, go
on. So they're looking everywhere for the sacred stick. Now, if they think they've found it, they have to take it to the priest.
Right.
And the priest matches it up to the wood that it's being carved out of. And they match the grain because there's obviously scousers that go to this who's like, right, lad, I've found the stick, mate. Yeah. So where's me prosperity for the year? Yeah. And then the priest's gone, yeah, mate, that's a jog.
It's a wrong stick.
Yeah, you've either brought your own stick or somebody's had you off because that's not the sacred stick, so I'll go and try again.
Yeah.
But they match it up anyway. And then if it's matched up, then that's it. They get good luck, prosperity, fertility, good health and all the rest of it for a year. You see, I've been looking trying to find guys that have been the ultimate lucky man.
Yeah.
To see what the year was like afterwards.
And what they got out of it.
No one's disclosing. So I'm thinking, it's probably a bit of a shit year.
Maybe they'll go back the next year.
Yeah. Or they just keep going back, trying to get the next hit, the next high.
I wonder if there's ever been back-to-back winners.
Well, they have two. The other thing is, they allowed groups to participate. And if one person out the group gets the stick, the group gets the... I don't know how that works. I think somebody has entered the contest who's then been elevated to like a ref or something who said, do you know what? Me and my mates want to come and do this, and I think it's only fair that if I get the stick, they all get good luck. So what do you think? And they've all gone, all right.
We need like a Channel 4 dispatchers to get over there.
Or just me.
Let's do it.
Yeah, who needs Channel 4?
For the Patreon.
Oh, well, I'm already doing the Penis Museum for the Patreon.
Goes to Japan.
And I want to go to the Disgusting Food Museum as a Patreon. Yeah. I mean, Japan, I'm going to have to get a little tip jar thing going on. Hey, guys, you're going to have to tip me because I need to go to Japan to watch this thing.
If we get a swear jar, 3 episodes, you'd be off to Japan.
3 episodes? Jesus. Doesn't need 3 episodes. But yeah, so now that you know a little bit more about it, do you think you'd do this?
I think if I went with a group, I would do something like that just because it would be a laugh.
You and your mates?
I'd
in your little loincloth?
Yeah, I'd go for the humorous side of it rather than let's go for luck.
No, but when you're there and the crowds are like egging you on, you'd be like, that's fucking stick's mine.
Oh yeah.
Get out the way.
Yeah, I'd be coming home with a stick, whether it's the fake one or I'd come home with the stick.
The stick.
They'd be counting them up at the end, like, right, there's the sacred ones, we've only got 99.
Oh shit.
That's the fakes.
Somebody's robbed it.
Yeah.
And you'd be there.
They'd be searching me, me loincloth.
Yeah, sorry, that's not the stick in my pocket.
Yeah.
So, if I was a guy, I probably wouldn't do this, only because the whole crowd thing.
Well, yeah.
And apparently, the other thing, right, on the procession, when we get, I'm only 20 metres off themselves. On the procession, they have to walk through this water. It's like a blessed...
Like a cleanse sort of thing.
Yeah, like a spring. And they cleanse.
Yeah.
Now, I reckon, they say it's to cleanse all of the bad luck you've had in the previous year. So when you go into this, you're fresh, clean, all that. I reckon it's just have a little wash, because you're going to be sharing a room with 10,000 guys, and if you stink, it's just not going to be good.
That'd be rough, that would.
So while you're in there, in the sacred pool, give you a little pits.
Give it
a little swill.
Yeah.
And maybe a knob.
Maybe your ghoulies, yeah.
Give you a little knob, a little swish. And then we're all good to go. So I would do it if it was just me. Okay, so I'd do the whole procession. If it was just you and 102 sticks. Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah. But with all them men, no, I don't think I would. I'd be like, ooh, no, too close. Fuck off. Yeah. Personal space.
You'd need your own little zone.
I would be doing this completely, yeah. So there you go. I think that
sounds like fun, though. I would give that a go.
Do you know what? I haven't asked Jim about this. I don't think he would either. I don't think he could cope with all the people.
No.
I mean, years ago, he would have been on the balcony with the priest, crowd diving.
Oh, yeah?
Like getting carried around. Oh, fuck, I wonder if somebody's done that.
Surely.
So, okay, I'm going to show you that again. We're going to flash it up again. So can you imagine, like, jumping off the balcony there into the crowd, and everyone's like, go away.
No, look, everyone would just move out the way.
Yeah. No, they carry me out and just go, there you go, one less person to find the stick.
Yeah. Get it out.
So there you go. That is I can't remember what it's called now, the Hidaka Matsuri.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? A lot of effort for prosperity. I think you make your own luck.
Yeah, I do.
Personally.
I do.
So we have now got our dangly bit.
Here we go. Is it a big dangly bit or a little dangly bit?
It's a little dangly bit.
Okay.
Just a little one. And I've chosen to do this dangly bit because there's a story going around the internet at the moment that I know you've heard, but I'm going to say it again.
Oh.
For those people out there that might not have heard it yet because you've been living under a rock. And it's the story of a girl who went to Amsterdam on a hen night.
God, yes.
Okay, so you've heard this then, Calvin, yeah? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure everybody else has, so I'm going to give you the shortened version. She goes on a hen night to Amsterdam, and her future husband also goes on his stag to Amsterdam, like a little bit of a joint venture.
Yeah.
Happens quite a lot nowadays, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And the girl got really pissed. Now, I've actually heard the voice note message from her mate, and I think her mate actually went. And she is like, oh my God, you're not going to believe what's just happened. So she goes to get pissed, decides to go into one of these little like shops or whatever with the glory hole in it.
Yeah.
And hit the fuck it button because she's on a hen, and decides to go down on somebody in the glory hole.
Yeah.
Somebody's put the willy through the glory hole. She's having a lovely time. There's an option to press a button so you can see the person. It
clears the screen, doesn't it?
See the person on the side. And the guy on the other side, he decides that he's going to press the button. Yeah. And basically, I don't think you can see the person unless both of you agree.
I think it is. I think it's like if I press it, you'll see. Yeah. Like, he's pressed it. Yeah. So if you want to have a look.
But then it's like a reveal. Yeah. Both of you see at the same time. So he presses the button and she's like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to come here again. It's me hen. Okay, presses the button. And it's her dad.
Oh.
I'm just going to leave that a second.
Let that marinate.
When I first heard this, because I actually heard the voice note off her mate.
Yeah, that's what I heard first.
I just couldn't believe it. I was in absolute shock. And then the oh my God kicks in of the implications of this. The implication, and apparently, it didn't go down, what I was going to say then. So when they all got home, I mean, obviously she's not going to get married now because obviously she, not only was it a dad, but she gives somebody a blowjob. Apparently the mum and dad, I don't think they're together anymore. You couldn't, could you? You know, how could you go anywhere near your husband when you know that your daughter's lips have been round his willy? It's just, it's mind-blowing. It's literally not an awful lot of things stop me in my tracks nowadays. With the job I do, not a lot of things shock me. But I listen to this and,
it's a lot to take in, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've had some cringe stories through. From some of our listeners. I asked for some cringe stories.
Yeah.
And I've got one here from a girl called Steph in Australia. I know I'm over me 5 minutes already, Calvin, I'm sorry. But she's got a little story about her and her partner who decided to have a little explore into the BDSM scene.
Okay.
And they started like with handcuffs and that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to read the whole thing because we haven't got a lot of time. But the long and short of it is they're just not very good with keys.
Oh.
Yeah. So their first adventure with handcuffs, they lost the keys.
Nice.
They found them under the couch after like going nuts trying to find them all over the place. But the ultimate one is they decided that they were going to do like some keyholes, and while she was away, so she put a little cock cage on him, locked him in the cock cage.
Oh no.
There was 2 keys. She took one of the keys, but she had a copy made of one of the keys. Thank God, because while she was away, he went and lost his key. I don't know how long she was away for, but I get the feeling it was a little while. And there he is, all locked up in his cage, can't find the key. So he had to get in touch and she had to tell him where the spare key was. Can you imagine, though, for just that short time, he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
My cock is now locked in this cage until she comes back. Oh, my God. So, yeah, the old handcuff and key faux pas. But the other one, I think I've actually got it on my phone still. This girl wrote in and said, oh, here we go. My story is only short and sweet, but my God is always a conversation that will play in my head for years to come. I was on the phone to a customer services agent and we were using the phonetic alphabet to spell something out, and I came to the letter D. I couldn't remember what the word was, so I just blurted out D for dildo. They just went silent for a second, and then all I could hear was muffled laughing, and I had to hang up the phone thinking I could never speak to them ever again. Oh no, they only rang me back and said, sorry, the line must have been cut off. Can we pick up where we left off? I think you were saying D for dildo. Oh my God, what a great phone operator though. That'll be me though.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah.
I'd do exactly the same.
Just one very last quick one. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to tell you it in my own little way.
Go on.
There was a girl who split up with her fella 6 months prior to this story, well, to telling me this story.
Yeah.
And she said, I'd lost loads of weight, I'd been going to the gym, I'd had my hair done. And basically she said, I looked different, to what I used to, as a bit of a fuck off to you, but also, well, onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
But on this particular day, she'd been out on a bender and looked rough, really, really rough. Her hair was just like thrown back, and she had like extensions. You could see the little extension things, because she did, no lashes on, no makeup on, and she'd just thrown on some trackies and whizzed down to the local supermarket. And she was getting some hangover stuff, like cake and all that kind of thing. While she was in there, she just walked past the clothes section. Oh, they're a nice pair of jeans. I haven't come for jeans, but nice. So, because she didn't get a couple of bits, she didn't have a basket. She threw it under her arm, grabbed a few bits and bobs that she had. As she was walking around the supermarket, there's her ex.
Oh.
Now, her ex obviously hadn't been on a bender because apparently he looked beautiful. And she was like, wow, he looks a bit fit, with his new girlfriend, who was stunning.
No.
Stunning.
Isn't it always the way?
Yeah. So anyway, she's like, oh shit, I can't let him see me like this. I can't. So she just went, shit, just like dropped all of his stuff and just marched out the shop. Fuck. And he was like not far behind her. He was just like checking out and all that. Like, shit. So she walked out the shop. The alarms went off in the shop. Security guard, she'd forgot about the jeans under her arm.
Oh no.
So he said, can you come with me, please? Turned around as she went face to face with the ex. So she's looking dug up from the night before, and she's robbed a pair of jeans, and she's been marched back into the shop right into an ex.
The conversation the ex and the new missus would have had. I used to be with her, now she's fucking stealing jeans.
That was a bit of a close call, wasn't it? Swerved that one, didn't I?
Fucking dodged the bullet there.
But she said I look like a robber. She said I look terrible.
Oh God,
and I had these jeans, and so she said I just died inside.
Fuck.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing I'd do that. It really is.
I did the same, to be honest with you.
I know.
Same.
Anyway, right. What have you got for us, right?
Well, you've done a festival. I'm doing a festival.
Come on.
We're on like the same little wavelength here, aren't we?
Let's do it.
Right,
I love a good festival.
Mine isn't in Japan.
Okay.
Mine's in Southwest Chad.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is called, I think The Gerowol Festival.
Gerowol.
Gerowol.
Gerowol. It just sounds like a Scout though.
It does, doesn't it?
Gerowol. Right, do you know what? This could be a word. What would you use the word for? So normally
it sounds like a medicine. Sounds like an antihistamine of some sort, doesn't it? Any Gerowols there?
I'm going to a completely different place.
Well, you will be. Fucking hell.
Not that kind of place. I'm not always in that place. You
probably pull a Gerowol out your bag to hit someone with. This is the Gerowol.
I feel attacked.
You know it's right though.
It is, yeah. I was sort of going there.
Yeah, I know you was.
I was thinking like a shillelagh. You know what a shillelagh is? Fucking hell. Right, okay.
Is that an instrument?
Well, it sounds like an instrument, doesn't it? No, a shillelagh.
The shillelagh.
No, a shillelagh is like a big stick with a ball on the end. Irish people use them to knock people out. No, I mean, they don't. It's like, it's not when you go to Ireland, you're just going to get whacked over the head with a shillelagh.
As soon as you get off the boat.
Yeah. So that's what a shillelagh is. So I was thinking, Gerowol. It could be. Yeah. It
could be.
Or it could be like a Scouse, like get a life. Gerowol. Dickhead.
Yeah. See where you're going with that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like get it.
Anyway, that's 5 minutes already.
We're so shit at this. Right, listen, it's a festival. It's called the Gerowol Festival.
Go on.
To us and other Westerners and everything like that, it's called the Wife Stealing Festival. Now, I was looking for something completely different, and I was scrolling through and I seen this, and I was like, "Fucking, that sounds like that could be interesting."
So you fancy going to steal somebody's wife at this festival?
No, I'm going to take my wife and hope someone steals her.
Oh, I met your wife and she's lovely.
Yeah, but the bit everyone else sees is lovely, but she fucking snoring last night. I was debating booking a one-way ticket to Chad. So it's on once a year.
Yeah.
End of September, start of October, that sort of time. Now, this festival is centuries old, and basically the idea behind it is it's a huge festival, and loads of tribes sort of get together and they come to this festival. But the main attraction of it is the end of it, which is like the last sort of day. All the men will get together, and I haven't got any pictures of them, but if anyone wants to just type it into YouTube and look, they look amazing. So
they're in like ceremonial garb?
Yeah, they put like red clay sort of makeup all over themselves, and they've got like their colourful like vests and hats, and they put like these little white dots all over themselves.
Do you know what? When you see these countries in their traditional gear,
oh God,
you look at yourself, don't you, and go, fucking hell, no wonder the world thinks the Brits are all dickheads.
I know.
When you see the effort that these people go to.
Well, that's what I thought, because I've read about it first, and then obviously you go into a few more different links and you go into a bit of a rabbit hole, don't you? And I seen a picture of them and I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah, effort, man.
They look amazing.
I mean, if you put the extra effort in because they're going to be wife stealing.
Well, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Because it's more.
They put the Sunday best on.
Yeah. It's like a beauty pageant.
Okay.
Is what it's labelled as online. And what they'll do is all at the end of the festival, because they do loads of stuff, like they'll trade and socialise, and camel racing as well. They do.
Really?
Yeah. So I want to go, to be honest with you. But they'll do a beauty pageant. So all the fellas will line up once they've got all the jewellery and all the bits and bobs on, and they all interlink arms and they stand up as tall as they can. You
can just smell the testosterone, can't you?
That's it. So they want to be the tallest, and apparently they stand there with like beaming smiles and they open their eyes dead wide, because apparently it's an attractive trait.
So they're like, are these the ones that like make their eyes pop a little bit?
Sort of, yeah. Like when they're in this line, and apparently they all chant, and I couldn't get any actual audio footage.
I wanted to chant,
but they all chant va 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 va, and like they're all jumping and interlinked arms and stuff like that. So once all the tribes are together throughout the week, like between themselves, they'll pick out 3 of the most beautiful women. And the beautiful women will pick out the most beautiful men. Now, these men go into what I'd call like a final sort of thing, and they'll be the most beautiful men.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is anyone who's turned up with their wife will then go up, tap them on the shoulder as if to be like, I'm into you.
Yeah.
Come and steal me.
Okay, so is it stealing just for the night?
No.
Forever?
Forever. Because it's a poly tribe. All these tribes are poly, and it's fine for the women to have as many husbands as they want.
Yeah,
but the men can only have one wife.
Oh, so it's the other way around? Because normally it's like guys can have several wives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I quite like this.
I know.
You're selling me. Tell me more. Right?
Jim and Vic go to chat.
Oh, do you know what? My heart just did a little bit of a drop then. I couldn't give me Jim up.
I know.
I couldn't.
Because the fellas actually steal you.
No.
So you go up to someone, you tap him on the shoulder, you think, fancy a bit of him? No words get spoken or nothing like that. He'll just think, if he likes you back, he'll keep his eye on you. Do you know what I mean? So, because it's the last day of the festival, if he can steal you and fucking get away, you're his.
So there's no conversation.
No.
They're just a little... So I like your costume.
Yeah.
And your red clay face.
Yeah.
And your bulgy eyes.
Yeah, I fancy a bit of you.
Fancy you.
Yeah.
Give you a little tap and hopefully...
You'll steal me.
Wow. But what happens to the husband though? That she's...
I don't know. I think he just watches her go off.
Is he allowed to go up there and do his thing?
The thing is, if you go with your wife, you're going with the thing of she might get stolen.
I wonder though, whose decision that is. You know, does she say, do you know what? The festival, Garawal, is it?
Garawal,
the Garawal festival's coming up.
I want to go.
And do you know what? I can't lie, mate. Yeah, just do me head in a bit.
The way you brush the floor is pissing me
7 years, 7-year itch. I could do with a change, love.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take me to the festival?
I think that's how it goes, to be honest with you. And I think maybe we're looking at it from an outsider's view, and maybe it's dead fucking normal.
Well, obviously it is. I mean, how long has it been going on for?
Centuries, it said.
I just wouldn't want to be the guy left behind.
Oh, I know. I would.
Because I bet, he's not allowed to go and get married again to somebody else. He can't be...
He's married to her.
I know, but he can't remain married, can he? Because she's going to give himself... Or are they allowed to marry several people?
Well, that's what I mean. The women can have several husbands.
So they marry them, they don't just shag them?
Yeah. No.
Fucking hell.
I think they intertwine back, but I think to consummate the marriage, she has to be stolen, taken away, and then they do the thing wherever they do them. I don't know if it's huts or just...
I'm kind of smirking, quite like the sound of that. Like stolen and taken away and ravaged.
Yeah.
That might have been a little bit too much information there.
Yeah. And just for the professionalism, all my notes have been done on the back of... my kids' drawings.
So what child coloured that one in?
Judging by it, I think that was the eldest. It might have been the middle one, to be honest with you, because it's quite inside the lines. I haven't really gone over the lines, Jeff. Very good. It could have been me. So yeah, that's the wife stealing festival.
Okay, right.
And it's... I couldn't find a ton of information. I couldn't find the information I wanted. Yeah. On it. A lot of it was just like, this is what happens, this is meh, 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 meh. And I was like, give me the juice. Yeah. I want to know how far the fellas have got to carry these women before. So have Westerners witnessed this, do you think? I think people go over to report on it. Okay. I think it is solely just for the tribes that, so you've got to be Southwest in Chad. The in-gang. I think so. To be involved. You've can't just be in the clique. Turn up from Southampton with your husband that's doing your head in and say, can I take part? Someone tap me, fucking can anyone I trade just him tap in? Me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. It could be. Do you know what? It's one of the very few cultures, I suppose, where women have actually got the upper hand there. I know. I was reading and I was like, is that right? Because normally it's the men with 5,000 wives, isn't it? Yeah. And... They've obviously had a very wise old woman at one point. Are they only allowed to take one husband per festival? I believe so, yeah. But they can go back next year and go and tout for another one. Yeah, get another one, yeah. That'd be an expensive Christmas after a while, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Well, I don't think a lot of socks you've got to buy. Yeah, a lot of lynx sets. A lot of lynx, yeah. Lynx Africa. See, I think one husband is enough. Especially, I've got a good husband and he satisfies my needs, shall we say. I don't need to have several thousand. Well, he actually could have. You don't know, you might be in Chad and you might see them with the red clay on and the nice hats and stuff like that. Maybe. And you might think, do you know what? I wouldn't mind having a go with that. Oh, yeah. I don't mind him throwing me over the shoulder. You see, this is what I'm visualising. That's what I visualise. So the way you told it, I'm like, they just tap and it is all very civilised. Yeah, okay, let's go. You and me, jiggy jiggy.
But no, in my head, it's a bit more primal than that. It's like, you, me, fucky, and then throw it over the shoulder.
Yeah.
And over you go to your hut.
That's what I was imagining.
And you shake the foundations of the hut.
Can you imagine it without polite, in general, the British art? It'd be like, may I steal you, please? Wouldn't it? Whereas over there, probably is a bit more primal, and it is probably just arm, leg, over, run. And the poor husband's running behind. Oh no, come back.
Or if you're Scouser, hey love, gives a blowy.
Yeah.
There's none of the ceremony and face paint and all that, puffing your chest out.
No,
it's just
putting our best trackies on.
I've bought you a drink, so therefore
you owe me.
That's it, yeah. Put out.
Well, yeah, that's it. And as I say, there's a little bit more information I can find, but that's the general consensus of it. Like,
see, I love listening to other people, other stories and cultures.
Yeah.
And, I love it. Would I get on board? No, but I'd love to go and see it.
I would love to go and watch it.
I'd pay a lot of money actually to go and spectate something like that. And not to ridicule or nothing, just dead interested.
Just to watch. Yeah.
To see the costumes, to see the women getting thrown over the shoulders.
You should see it. I'll get it up on my phone in a minute and I'll show you. You should see the costumes.
It'd be amazing.
I was looking at them, I was like, wow.
Yeah. The whole ceremony that they have in these places. I know. Like the women at this thing doing the drums before.
Yeah.
Their costumes and the faces were like beautiful, or like, done nice in the hair.
Japanese, the way they do their makeup and stuff is
absolutely amazing. Puts us to shame a little bit, really, doesn't it? But is
that our 5 minutes?
Did you have a curry last night, Calvin? You might have noticed, guys and girls, that we haven't got Dylan today to abuse, so we've got Calvin instead.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. Sorry.
No.
I haven't abused you that much today, but we will next time.
Yeah. We'll make a note of it.
Make a note. That was really 2 festivals.
How mad's that?
Right. So come here. Give me your hand.
No, you're not having this one.
No. You get the pinch and I get the wish. You ever done that?
Yeah.
Have you?
We used to do loads in school.
Because me and Jim have done this in work. So we've been both behind the bar. We say something the same and we literally chase each other up and down the bar. And you like that? Trying to pinch each other like that. And then all the customers are just watching going,
what have I walked into?
What have I walked into? I can have a drink, please?
Yeah.
And we're still like that trying to...
I'll pinch you, little bastard. I wasn't going to say the C word then.
Oh!
I diverted away
There's
from
not one C word this time.
We done good there, didn't we? We done good.
Loads of fucks and shit and that like that.
Yeah.
So
it's like a comment.
Right then, so that is the end of episode 11.
11.
I feel like I've learnt loads today.
That was good, that.
I feel like we've been like dead cultured.
That was almost like we said, let's do a festival each.
But we didn't.
We didn't.
So my next episode, I'm going to have to like be really careful now and try and like hone into the hive mind and make sure that we're not doing the same one. Because that was a bit close for comfort, that really,
That was close, wasn't it?
Mm. Right, so there we have it. That is the end of episode 11. That is it. We're done.
Thank you for having me back.
It's been great having you back. Do you know what? It's a nice little change having a boy because you bring a different perspective to things. So I could say to you, would you wear the loincloth and socks and go and fight for a stick?
Well, yeah, there you go, yeah.
Whereas Nance, I can't say to her, would you wear a loincloth and go, and she'd just say, well, 10,000 men naked, of course I would. There wouldn't be any question about it.
That's
Whereas you're like, contemplating props seriously.
Yeah.
Where she'd just go, where do I sign
she'd
up?
She'd be in, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be a loincloth.
She'd be in. 10,000, is that it?
That's it. Right in the, she'd be the stick.
Just throw Nancy in.
That's it. I don't know what you're looking for. I'm here. Come and grab me. Oh, dear me. Right then. So, feel free to give us some loves and 5-star reviews and stuff, because that's how we get out there. That's how people find us, by you sharing the word and the love for us. But in the meantime, stay well, stay good, and we'll see you at episode 12.
12. Madness.
Bye.
Bye.
And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the Curators of Chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Padded Cell podcast with your friends. Don't forget, give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@the Padded Cell podcast, or even interact with us on Facebook, Insta, and our other socials, because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.